says the connection's poor. Check, check. We are live. This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth at Bilderberg Hotel with the one and only Jeff Berwick of the Dollar Vigilante. We are currently on the inside, and I wanted to go live and fill you guys in on what just happened to me and Jeff and Luke and Tim and his friend Brittany. But Tim Pool, Tim Pool, Luke Radowski.
Brittany, what's her name?
Brittany. I'm not sure the last name, but Brittany.
Bone, I think, actually.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
doesn't matter.
we come into the hotel today, and immediately took a seat. Oh, here these guys are here.
No, Tim's here.
Tim's here.
Why you put the camera?
There we go. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking a little bit about what we just some of the experiences we had. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on the chat as well if you guys want to ask any questions. That way we can address that. So back to what happened. We got in. We decided, let's go to the bar. Let's have a seat. Let's have a bite to eat.
Surprise, surprise. We went to the bar.
And within, I don't know, what would you say, maybe 10, 15 minutes of sitting there?
15 seconds, really.
That's true. It was
Very
quick.
quickly.
It was quick. All of a sudden, security approached me and Jeff. Well, the whole table, really.
But they really targeted you.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, they
Well, you've been coming to these for more than 10 years, so.
Right, and so he comes up and says, "Hey guys, look, we know who you are. You now know who I am, and we just wanted to make sure we're not going to have any problems here. We don't want any troublemakers in our midst." And of course, we were like, "Hey, we're not here to cause trouble, right?" You try kind of reiterate.
Have you ever hurt anybody? No.
Never. Yeah.
And you pointed out, you're like, I never cause problems. It's always kidnap me and.
Yeah, it's like problems arise, yes, but we're never the cause of them. We're never actually causing the problems. But more interestingly is how the discussion went into talking about, this guy's security practices, and it seems like some of them might even be a little bit awake. I don't know. What was your thought of how he was at first intimidating us, it seemed, and shaking us down?
It was definitely at first intimidation factor. But then right after, and we had a few drinks, all of us, including him, and then he had a few other guys with him. We just started talking, and Dan, I want to actually ask you, was that normal at all? Because they were like, hey, listen, you can do what you got to do, but we have to protect these people. It was like this negotiation, and we're like, yeah, it's cool, no problem. We're not here to hurt anybody, right? What do you think about that? I'm curious.
To be straight up honest, I got the sense that he was genuinely being honest. I tend to believe him that he said, "Look, you guys have a job to do. We have a job to do, and He was essentially letting us know he's going to have some sort of respect at the fact that we're here to do a job and not here to cause trouble, and that we're just going to try to facilitate each other to just do our jobs, that we're here to do." And
it was like an olive leaf, olive branch, or whatever the word is. Like it was like, okay, we can't stop you guys. Mm-hmm. Let's figure out a way to be cool with each other. Mm-hmm. And we've always been cool. We're like, we just want to know what the hell's going on here.
Exactly. And then, as we're discussing what's going on, we start saying, well, what do you guys know about these groups? What do you know about Bilderberg? And we find out the one guy says, his kids are telling him about how not to drink fluoride.
His kids are our fans.
Right.
That's what he told us.
Right.
He's like, yeah, my kids follow you guys on YouTube. That's right. We're like, hey, it's all good, man. We're not here to blow shit up. And we're talking quietly because if we don't, it's possible they will do something to us, and that's fine. But it was a special, something changed. Yeah. Maybe they just know they can't stop people from knowing what's going on now. So now they got to be nice about it. Or maybe, what do you think?
The one guy we were actually talking to has experience because he was here in 2012, and so was I. He was here covering it, and I think he recognizes that in 2012, 13 people were arrested at Bilderberg in 2012. I didn't even realize that until he said the number. I was like, wow, 13 people. But I don't think he foresees any of that happening this year, it seems. It seems like he's, thinking that things are going to be pretty chill this year, other than just us journalists.
Sense, and I'm not an expert. You've been here for like 11 years now. Is they know they can't just fucking, sorry, excuse my French, they can't just kidnap you and beat you up anymore. They gotta be somewhat, they gotta be like the nice PR arm of it all.
Could there have been maybe some good cop, bad cop, do you think? Like, are they trying to butter us up a little bit? And
I didn't sense that personally, but you'd be the great person to ask because you've been to like 11 of these. I'm only on my third. That was weird as hell for me.
well, normally they're not as approachable, certainly not to just...
Like they were fans.
But either way, we're going to have to leave. I think it's tomorrow at noon.
He told us that actually when he first walked up, he said, "You guys aren't here to cause a scene, are you?" Oh, yeah. Right? You can say it.
Yeah. You're not. What are you, troublemakers? You're not here to cause a scene.
So you'll leave tomorrow at the expected time, and we're basically, yeah, that's what we do every year.
Although this year we saw a notice on our hotel room floor when we just went in there that they're going to have dogs tomorrow, and they've already got a metal detector outside there. So this is new.
Yeah, it got a little weird. It's getting weird, and even when we checked in, the girls were nice, but I was like, "Hey, can I extend my stay for one more night?" And they're like, "No, we're committed on that night, and we're so sorry. They're rearranging the lobby right now." And I was like, "That's fine." And they're like, it was just a little weird. It was a little weird. But it's fine. Like, we're not here to hurt anybody. There's no way. Like, Dan Dix does not hurt people. Dollar Vigilante does not hurt people. We just are trying to see what's going on, basically, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you put yourself out there, when you come to these events, you can sometimes get a general idea of some of the things that are potentially being discussed just by who's in attendance. And we know in Canada, certainly, Andrew Scheer is his name, was the newly elected Conservative leader. Now, if that guy's here, if we see him here in the next few days, security.
One of the top security guys just walked by, and actually he gave us a little hand wave, like, it's fine, it's cool.
So, where was I on that point, though? What was I?
Andrew Scheer.
Yes, so the new leader of the Conservative Party in Canada, if we do see him here, there's a pretty good chance he's going to end up being the next Prime Minister of Canada. I mean, it was...
That's Barack Obama, Bill Clinton... Yeah.
Stephen Harper. I mean, Stephen Harper went in 2003 in Versailles, France.
Something goes on. There's a lot of people who will come out and they'll go, "Hey, you guys are fucking idiots." Sorry, excuse my French again, but you guys are idiots. You're following this conference around like you're crazy. There's some real stuff going on. We don't know what it is, and we're cool about that, right?
And sure, there's a level of conspiracy theory, I guess you could say.
Whenever it's more than two people decide on doing something, it's a conspiracy, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's not crazy to talk. Yeah. Maybe two people came up with a plan.
But when they don't publish the meetings of the minutes, we're just left to speculate, essentially. It's maybe it's time that stops happening. But in regards with the security, we used to speculate.
They walked right up to you, and we were with Luke Rudowski, Tim Pool, what's her name, Pettibone, some girl. Anyway, they walked right up to you, and they went, "We know who you are."
They did. Yeah, I seem to be pegged now. Like,
you're definitely pegged.
Well, in Germany, I don't know, you guys are probably well aware that, I was detained 7 or 8 times within a period of like 24 hours in Germany. They came into our hotel room. I was
there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, barge right in.
They wanted to look on our computers, everything. It was very obvious what was going on. And actually, we didn't get any of it on tape, but they said, "We're going to hurt you guys. We're going to beat you up." They didn't say beat you up. It was like, "You're going to get hurt." Yeah. And we were like, "Hey, we're just here."
All right, guys. Apparently, we have really bad connectivity right here in this particular lobby, saying, wow, quality bad, freezing, YouTube's freezing, saying very bad connection. So I don't know. Maybe we should try to find a better connection, or maybe we should end this broadcast.
You're on Wi-Fi.
No, I'm on. I got off the Wi-Fi, so it'll be better. I'm on the LTE, using my data.
It didn't work, but hopefully a few people heard us.
Yes. Well, anyways, it was.
Anyway, if we're dead tomorrow,
You know.
yeah, you'll understand why.
Yeah. So a very interesting start to the evening, to say the least. So we'll see where this is going to go from here. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon.